Hey everyone, we are here to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is here. The first event is actually tonight. So we're gonna be doing the top tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your time there. Let's get started. Yes, my friends, it is the spooky season. I will be your ghost host. We're gonna be going through these tips and tricks. These are in no particular order, but we're gonna get started with ticketing. Our biggest piece of advice when it comes to ticketing is just simply buy the tickets as soon as possible. Dates do sell out, so tickets can be hard to come by. It's not gonna be as hard as a Taylor Swift concert, but definitely you're gonna see dates such as Halloween will be sold out almost immediately. In fact, all of August is actually sold out. If you're looking for a break on the price, just remember the closer you are to Halloween, the more expensive they're gonna be. So maybe consider something like a September or an August date if possible. Up next, we're going to be talking about weather. Now, I know when we discuss Halloween, it's easy to think of cool, crisp fall air, especially if you live up north. But the reality down here is it's hot. And even after the sun's gone down, we still see temperatures in the high 80s. A great way to fight back against the heat is making sure that you're hydrated, so drinking water or Gatorade. We love Liquid IV. Anything to keep yourself hydrated is going to make sure you have a better time. That being said, if you're going to wear a costume, we definitely recommend you wear something that is comfortable. You don't want to overheat. Last year, Taylor and I were Flynn and Rapunzel, and as great as the costumes were, they were extremely hot to wear. So in addition to following all of Disney's rules on the costuming, just kind of think about what you're going to be doing throughout the night. Sitting on the ground, waiting for a parade or fireworks, getting in and out of ride vehicles. You don't want something that's going to be big and bulky and slow you down throughout the night or be uncomfortable. Also remember that it is Central Florida, it does rain, and all of the Halloween parties, and actually the Christmas parties, are rain or shine, so just keep that in mind. Our next tip is don't miss the entertainment. I would argue to you that the Christmas and Halloween parties have some of the best entertainment that Walt Disney has to offer. So there's 4 main shows that you're going to want to look out for. There's the Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, which is the fireworks show. You have the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, which is going to feature the Sanderson sisters, of course. And then my favorite is the Boo to You Parade. And then you also have the Cadaver Dan's Barbershop Quartet. Everything except the fireworks show is going to actually have multiple showings throughout the night. A great way to have lower crowds with the parade is do the second showing. However, check the weather, make sure that there's no rain in the forecast because you don't want that to get canceled. Taylor and I always love to catch the midnight showing of the Hocus Pocus show because it's a great way to extend your party time just by a little bit, and most of the people are filing out of the park while you're still watching the show and the traffic isn't as bad. Depending on how important it is for you to get a really good seat for the fireworks or the parade, you may want to start showing up about an hour before and just kind of camp out. Alright, this next one is going to be controversial, so before you come at me in the comments, hear me out when I say, consider cutting back on the trick-or-treating. Now, this doesn't mean giving up on trick-or-treating entirely, it just means not making it the big priority. When you first go into Magic Kingdom, grab a park map that has all the trick-or-treat locations and go through and plan accordingly where you want to stop based on other activities that you want to do. Even if you don't make trick-or-treating your primary focus, I promise you're going to leave with a ton of candy. Some of the trick-or-treat locations even have 2 different stops inside, so you're going to get a ton of candy. Our next tip is planning. There's nothing worse than showing up to the park, not knowing what to do and being stressed, or leaving at the end of the night and realizing that you missed out. My advice is go find a copy of the map online. This will have all the show times, the candy locations, everything that you're going to want to do will be on that map. Try and create some sort of schedule. I know things aren't always perfect and things happen, so don't get too stressed about it, but going in with a rough idea of what you're going to do is going to help tremendously. When you get into the park, be sure to grab a park map, keep it with you. This is a great way to see everything at a glance, from characters, show times, what rides may be open, but also don't let it replace the My Disney Experience app, because that's a great way to mobile order food, see wait times, and see any type of changes in show times if there might be a weather delay. Now that you have a game plan, let's talk about how to maximize every second at the party. First off, I wouldn't eat dinner at the park. Do a really early dinner at home. This is going to leave room for snacks and candy later on, and you're not going to waste any time doing a sit-down meal. For those of you that don't know, you can actually get into the park at 4 p.m. even though the party starts at 7. Keep in mind, once you park, it's probably going to be another half hour to 45 minutes before you actually get into the park. With that being said, I recommend being at the turnstiles at about 3:45. That way you can start lining up, and as soon as 4 p.m. hits, you're able to get in. Just be mindful that rare characters like Jack and Sally do start lining up early. Typically it starts around 4:30, so if that's important to you, check with a cast member and they can help you out. Rare characters like Jack and Sally can actually be a 2-hour long wait. Next, let's talk about which rides we do during the party and before the party. Space Mountain during the Halloween party is a must. They shut off all the lights. It's complete darkness. It's really nerve-wracking and it's awesome. You have to try it. The Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is going to be doing shows, but instead of just normal jokes, it's going to be Halloween-themed jokes. Super fun. You gotta check this out. Last year with Pirates of the Caribbean, there were pirates hiding throughout the queue. This year, they're going to be out in Adventureland, so keep an eye out for them. If you have any treasure, keep that hidden. Last but certainly not least is the Mad Tea Party. There's going to be crazy, spooky Halloween lighting all throughout the ride, so don't miss it. It is super fun. Now, when it comes to the Haunted Mansion, it may seem obvious to ride it during the party, but there is no special overlay. So if you get to the parks early, consider riding this before the actual party starts because everybody wants to ride this during the actual party. Any other rides I would try to take care of before the party starts, but if you see something with a short wait time during the party, take advantage of it. Our last tip is going to be don't forget about park merchandise. Disney Springs has a lot of the Halloween merchandise available, so I'm always an advocate for getting that stuff before the party. However, there is party exclusive merchandise and you'll want to get that as soon as possible. Once the party starts or right before it, you're going to see that the exclusive merchandise is put out. It's probably going to be behind the counter or in a special line. Don't be surprised if you're asked to show your wristband to prove that you're at the party. All right, foolish mortals, that is it. That is our list. Thank you so much for watching. If I've forgotten anything, please feel free to add it into the comments. Let's help everyone out. We will be posting our full video of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2023 very soon, so please keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, you know all this stuff. I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.